and then we open our eyes and we let the beautiful light of Shabbat into our lives. Great job, everybody. Come on back. So we're going to bring the Shabbat bride into our midst now with a Lachadodi that is brand new to me, that Caden taught me earlier this week. Okay, I'm going to do my best to fix this. This is a Lachadodi by a composer named Alan Goodis, who is a young and talented songwriter. Sorry for all the noise. Just need my music. We think you're going to catch on pretty fast.
Shabbat nekabela, Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, Hishmiyanu el hameyuchad, Adonai echad, U'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'litehila, L'chadodi l'ikrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela, L'chadodi l'ikrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela, L'ikrat Shabbat lechu b'necha, Ki hi makor ha'baracha, Meirosh mikedem nesilcha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila, L'chadodi l'ikrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela.
You got it already.
L'chadodi l'ikrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitorri, hitorri, kivarech u'miori, uri uri, shir damiri, kivod Adonai elayik nigla, L'chadodi l'ikrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi l'ikrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, Toch emunei am segula, Boi kala, L'chadodi l'ikrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi l'ikrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi l'ikrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela.
I got it.
Yeah.
Somebody want to do Chatzi Kaddish?
What?
Chatzi Kaddish?
Chatzi Kaddish? Yeah, no. Yeah?
We continue with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144.
You can say. I don't know. This microphone's up
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, Be'amad iverach hirute ve'amlich malhute bechayechon uvyomechon uvhayedechol Beit Yisrael bagala bagala uvizman kariv be'imeru amen Yehi shmei rabba mevora le'olam ulam me'omaya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitmromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha berichu le'elan min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amin ram be'alma v'imeru amen.
Please rise for the Baruch Hu, page 146. Yalla la la la, 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 yalla la la la. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalla la la la, 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 yalla la la la. We're going to continue now with our prayer about light and dark, roll into dark, which is on your green song sheet. If anyone wants to put their, oh, you're just down. Yeah, to show the hand motions. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, bolei or mipnei choshech, bolei or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei yom.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Pray Yom v'layla.
Roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. We continue with Ahavat Olam on page 150. Ahavat Olam. mitzvot, hukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbeinu uvkumeinu nasiach v'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki heim chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla nege yomam v'layla ve'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael Ohev Amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto. You may be seated. We continue with Ve'ahavta, which can be found on your song sheet tonight. And you shall love Adonai, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all of your mind. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you rise up, and when you rise up, and when you rise up, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may a reading for you that you don't have anywhere. It's from another camper from another camp, a URJ camper from Camp Harlem, about the concept of freedom. They said, freedom means having the ability to have an opinion on who you are and who you want to be. That's respecting other people's decisions and choices because it's not a choice we get to make. It's important to include everyone regardless of their personal preferences. Remember that everyone has their differences, and that's what makes each and every one of us unique. Inclusion and freedom are important parts of what we learn here at camp. The chapel is a place where we can express who we are or who we want to be without needing to worry or feel uncomfortable. We continue now with Mi Chamocha on page 158 of your prayer book. Page 158. Oh, I forgot. No, please. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, o sefele, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, o sefele, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. We continue with Hashkivenu, our prayer for a peaceful night, that God will watch over us as we sleep, on our song sheet, Hashkivenu by Dan Nichols.
Catch your Jen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, Hamidenu Omreinu l'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us in hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, V'hamidenu Omreinu l'chaim.
We thank God for the gift of Shabbat with Vishamru on page 162. 162.
Sorry. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et
HaShabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו
בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We rise for the tefillah on page 164.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יחלו הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. We continue on. Just kidding. I had a short reading for you. We We'll be continuing on page 178 with our prayer for peace, Shalom Rav. But before that, I have a beautiful quote from the Jewish writer Eddie Hilsom. Ultimately, we have just one moral duty: to reclaim large areas of peace in ourselves, more and more peace, and to reflect it towards others. And the more peace there is in us, the more peace there will be in our troubled world.
Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Lecho HaShalom Shalom, Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Tov ve'einecha levarech Yisrael B'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם שלום רב ישראל עמך Tasim leolam, tasim leolam, tasim leolam.
At this time in our Shabbat service, our thoughts turn towards those that we love, our loved ones, our friends, our acquaintances, who are in need of healing. Tonight in our temple community, we're sending prayers to Eloise Rapino, and I'd also invite you to add the names of your loved ones out loud. We join together in Misha Berach, page 371.
Sheberach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a
from the garden. We are from the flood. We are from the angels singing, all you need is love. We are from the mountain and the hope blowing on the wind. We are from the Holy One within. We are from the wandering. We are from the dream. We are from the fight to understand what freedom means. We are from the promise and the hope for a better land. We are from the marching hand in hand.
So, I have some young people gathered behind me who know, not in the fountain, right? They're still sitting on the edge. Okay, just checking. Who know that camp is a very special place. But I'm also curious how many of the older ones here know that camp is a very special place. How many of the adults here attended summer camp as a kid? And how many attended Jewish summer camp as a kid? I did not, but I did attend summer camp. And there is something about camp that you just can't capture anywhere else. There's something about all the kids being together, cultivating trust in each other, developing their own community that is completely unique and special. And here in Toledo, we're very, very blessed to have so much support, financial support, for our children to be able to have this experience. It's very, very unusual. And I know all of us at the temple are grateful not only to the temple community, but to the wider Jewish community for sending our kids to camp. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And as the cantor, I now get the opportunity to learn from our older kids who've gone to camp and are coming back and learning how to be song leaders. I had to learn how to be a song leader all on my own, but these young people get to go to camp and be mentored by the very, very best. So I also had the opportunity to learn from them. The other super cool thing I'm noticing, I don't know if perhaps parents of my generation have noticed this very cool thing, that the Jewish tunes that we were raised on in the 80s are still alive at camp. And those tunes that were new to us, that were being composed in the 70s and 80s, some of those tunes, I mean, we do them at the temple as well, but our kids are coming home from camp with old tunes that I haven't heard since I was a kid, and resurrecting them, like the Michamocha that we did tonight, which is also so exciting to me. What's old becomes new again. It's a beautiful Jewish saying. So we're going to hear from these young people. They're going to try to bring camp to life for us tonight, and we are going to start. One second, I got to put my guitar down. With Max. Come on.
I am Max Kairos. I went to Camp Tamarack. My favorite part of camp was playing at the lake. And I got this shirt from the camp circus.
He told me some other stuff, but you'll have to ask him after.
Hi, I'm Estella Kairos. I went to Camp Tamarack, and my favorite part of camp was meeting name's Mira Miller. What I love about camp is you will always make friends. Even if they're far away, you will always be close with them. One thing I enjoy most about camp is coming back and seeing all my friends. I also love services, seeing everyone singing and having fun. The concerts are also very nice and fun. I also love bunk night. You get to do whatever you want and hang out with friends. Those are some reasons why I love camp. If I could recommend one thing, it would be camp. Camp is my favorite place for me. Bunk night is the best part of the whole month. You get to bond with your cabin, get messy, make s'mores, and so much more. Camp is a place where you laugh so hard you cry. That is my happy place. Also, I'm Reagan.
I'm Alana Miller. One thing I enjoy about camp is the campfires. Everyone is relaxed and singing songs. It's a whole camp bonding experience. I love when we have a knock campfire. It's so fun seeing all the cabins singing their songs or doing a skit. I always enjoy coming back.
I'm going left.
You're going left. Okay. Are you going to talk about this?
What?
How much?
I can.
Okay, so mine's gonna be a lot longer, but hi everyone. Most of you probably know me. If not, I'm Esther Goldstein, and I go to Goldman Union Camp Institute, or Gucci. I've been attending for the last 6 years. It'll be 7 this upcoming year, and I plan on continuing that until I become a counselor. This past summer, I went to Israel with my camp, and I had the most amazing experience of my life. While a quick speech won't encapsulate how special this trip and going to camp in general has been for me, I want to highlight a few things. For years, I had been coming to Sunday school with only a few classmates, and my parents always encouraged for BBYO and camp because it's such a different Jewish experience than the typical congregational ones. I didn't realize what they meant. Now, 6 years later, I couldn't imagine my life without the friendships, people I've met, memories I've made, and the place that's become a second home to me. In Israel, I think one of my favorite parts of all was the singing. While on the trip, we were with 4 other URJ camps, which is the Union of Reform Judaism, and we stayed at hotels with 2 others. We ended up getting the name Camp Goofy, and they actually thought we were a fine arts camp. It was pretty funny. Instead of getting upset or making a big deal out of it, we honestly just embraced it. We kept leading services, we kept singing on long hikes, we continued to have Hamilton jam sessions on the long bus rides, and we always had the best campfires. I was on song leading committee, so I planned and sang at every Shabbat service and prepared for anything else like that. I can't tell you how many nights I stayed up with different friends singing a cappella or karaoke and much more. Finally, on the last day, we went to the Hebrew Union of College for dinner and left to the airport from there. While all the other camps were crying and saying their goodbyes, all of the Gucci kids sat in the circle and did what we knew best. We sang. We sang our theme song, or at least that's what became our theme song. We sang Don't Ask Me Why, and it's one of those songs that a counselor of ours sang a lot at camp, and actually none of the second session kids knew it because it was a first session thing, but throughout the month we were in Israel, it became our thing too. The feeling I had while singing was completely indescribable. I sat in my homeland for the last day, after a month, surrounded by the people I love, people I consider family at this point, with amazing trip leaders, singing a song I always carry with me. You can't make these memories at school, or in sports, or at clubs. These memories are because of camp. If you're young and still have many years left at camp, promise me you won't spoil it. This is for all of you guys. Promise me you won't get mad at your friend for a day and go silent, or get homesick and miss out on a program. Make the time at camp count. Make these memories last and hold on to them forever.
Hi everybody, I'm Caden. Bet you can't guess what camp I went to. I go to Goldman Union Camp Institute with Esther. I don't know how I'm going to follow that, but no. So, Gucci is this place. Camp is this place, just in general, is this place where you can meet new people, have such a great time, connect to Judaism in a more modern way, and you get a bunch of different opportunities. Like opportunities with the next song that we're going to sing, which is in this place, which I'll get to in a minute. But camp is super special for every single person that goes there. Every single person has a different experience, different stories to tell, different songs that they enjoy, different parts of camp that they don't like. But there's not many of those. But everybody comes together and they know all the songs, most of the songs. They know all the songs and they just enjoy one another for those special 3.5 weeks. To the people behind me, I have a couple of words of advice. First thing, have so much fun. Second thing, be careful before the days before you go to camp. If anybody knows, for like the last 4 or 5 years, I've gotten injured in some way, shape, or form. Let's see, cast, boot, and then this past year was a golf cart accident. That was fun. But I missed a week and a half of camp this year. But even though that happened, I still got to enjoy those 2 weeks to the most as my unofficial last year as a camper. So the next song that we are going to sing in 2019 with Alan Goodis, there was this songwriting group with Alan Goodis where we were going to write a song. That makes sense, right? Songwriting group. But we wanted a theme about camp and how it felt. So the lyrics, we are all in this together, we are all in this as one. If you're lost and alone, come into this home, you belong, we belong. I feel like that really shows the example of camp.
You can sing it with us. It's on your song sheet.
We are all in this together. We are all in this as one. If you're lost and alone, come into this home, you belong. We belong. I'm gonna try to make this place a home for you. Kind of place where we have open arms, curious and kind, no one left behind in this place, in this place. I'll do my share to make this place safe for you, the kind of safe where each of us can grow, blooming and bright. Step into the light of this place, of this place. We are all in this together. We are all in this as one. If you're lost and alone, come into this home, you belong. We belong. We'll do the work to make this home complete for you. The kind of world where everyone can live. Singing hand in hand, we will build the land for this place, for this place. Vasuli,
Vasuli,
Mikdash,
Mikdash,
Veshochanti,
Veshachanti,
Betocham,
Betocham,
Vasuli,
Vasuli,
Mikdash,
Mikdash,
Veshochanti,
Veshachanti,
Betocham.
Betocham.
We are all in this together. We are all in this as one. If you're lost and alone, come into this home, you belong. We belong.
Few announcements. Our president, Dr. Janine Hutner.
Please join us tomorrow for Musical Minion at 10:30 a.m. for a Shabbat morning service full of singing, led by Cantor Roar. Services is designed for adults and teens, but all are welcome. Join us for Havdalah, Slickcoat, and dessert Saturday, September 17th at 7:30 p.m., led by Cantor Roar. We will meet next door At the Sea Catch Center, 6505 Sylvania Avenue. Please call the temple for reservations. We look forward to Rabbi Jamie Gibson leading our service on Friday, September 23rd at 6 p.m., as well as Parsha and Prayer on Saturday, September 24th at 10:30 a.m. Shabbat Shalom.
And I think after our service tonight, Stacy, Kiddush and Moti's out here somewhere, right? Over there. Okay, just so everybody knows it's not missing. We begin our concluding prayers on page 586 of your prayer book, page 586. Will you please rise? Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo samcha kenu kahem, vegor aleinu kecho hamonam, vanachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו 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 אחד. Please be seated. Page 595. There are stars up above, so far away, we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We think now of our loved ones who are no longer with us. In this Shabbat, we are remembering Rose Weitzel, Kyle Andrew Schwartz, and Stephen J. Albert, who passed away in recent days or weeks, and for whom the period of Shiva or Shloshim is still being observed. We also remember those whose yahrzeit, the anniversary of death, falls on this Shabbat: Philip Ackerman, Nancy Adler, Rita Amstel, Suzanne Caden Barkin, Abe Benjamin, Marianne Benway, Esther Bilstein, Brunette Fox Bilstein, Carol Sue Bramson, Teresa L. Cohen, Isidore Cohen, Anna Davis, Rabbi Leon Israel Foyer, Harry C. Fink, Edith Schall Friedmar, Mildred Winkler Gossman, Mary Jane Gronke, Constance Levison Harris, J. Harry Isaacson, Beatrice S. Jacobson, Susan Johnson, Ruth Kleinman, Richard LaValle, Fanny Leitner, Sally Liebenthal, Eileen May, Alex Moore, Joanne G. Mostov, Doris Orenstein, Ann Goodman Pollock, Ida Pollock, Chris Rhodes, Harvey Rosen, Albert I. Russell, Dr. Morris W. Selman, Isaac Schiff, Jenny Silverman, Edwin Solomon, Lori Staggs, Bertha Seps Truhaft, Marion Weinberg, and David Isaac Weiner. We rise as one community and join together in the words of the Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Yit gadal v'yikadash shemei rabba, balmadi v'rachi rutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala u'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabba mevarach le'olam mul almei almaya, Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal, shmei dekudsha brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalom rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Uya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say together, Amen. Our concluding song is on page 635, Shabbat Shalom, Shir Hamalot. And before we conclude, I must thank all of these wonderful young people beside me and behind me. Caden and I just decided what capo we were going to do this song right before the service, so I was trying to remember while I was talking. Thank you all so much for coming, for participating, for lending your voices, and for making all of us wish that we had the opportunity to go to camp with you this summer too. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach, Shir Hamalot, Beshuv Adonai, et Shivat Zion, Hayinu kechomim. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah. But you'll probably like him because he's like one of the only movies that you're him, Solomon. Solomon. I don't know if he's good. Like Avery. That's so cool. I never had a group chat with myself.
So I just wanted to.
You're on the wrong.
I know.